Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to use the student's abacus. Okay. Hold the abacus in the left hand by using these three fingers, and index and middle finger must be free, and pencil in the right hand, 1, 2, 3 fingers. Fold like this. These two fingers are free. Thumb and index finger. By using thumb and index finger, hold the divider, just move on this like this. Okay, so that no beads will touch to the divider. That means abacus is in 0 position. Okay, hold the divider, just move like this. We call it as zoom the abacus. How to zoom the abacus? Hold the divider, just move like this. Now you see no beads are touching to the divider. Then how to add the numbers, that we can see. How to add and less the numbers on the abacus. Okay. To add, we are using the thumb finger for the lower beads, and to less we are using index finger. In the lower beads, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Upper bead is not 1, this is 5. For this, we are using index finger to add and even less. Okay, let us see. Zoom the abacus. Add 1. Beads which are moving towards the divider is addition. Moving away from the divider is subtraction. Add 1. Add 2. 1, 2. Up. Less 1. Add 2. 1, 2. Up. Okay. Less 3. 1, 2, 3. In one stroke. Less. Again less 1. Add 5. Upper bead towards the divider. Yes. Add 1. 1 bead up. So add 2. 2 beads up. Less 3. 1, 2, 3 down. Okay. Less 5. Upper bead away from the divider. Okay. Add 1. Add 1. Add 1. Add 1. See the finger. Which finger we should use? Less 1. Less 1. Less 1, less 1. Add 5. We have to use index finger to add 5, and even less 5 also same finger, less 5. Add 6. Upper bead 1, lower bead 1 towards the divider. Add 6. 5 plus 1, 6. Less 6. Use both fingers together. Add 7. Upper bead 1, lower beads 2 towards the divider. Less 7. Upper bead 1, lower beads 2 away from the divider. Add 8. Upper bead 1, lower beads 3 towards the divider. Less 8. Upper bead 1, lower beads 3 away from the divider. See the fingers how to use. Add 9. Upper bead 1, lower beads 4. Less 9. Same fingers. Both the fingers together. Less 9. Okay. This is how we are using fingers. This we call finger techniques. These finger techniques must be used always when you are doing the sums in the proper way. And how to keep your abacus, that is also you have to learn. Suppose your book is like this. Okay. Keep your book like this. You can keep your abacus horizontal, and it may be below the sums or it may be above the sums. Okay, but it should be horizontal on the book. Okay, suppose you are doing these sums. Keep your abacus here, hold the abacus, hold the pencil, zoom your abacus to these sums. Okay, suppose you are doing the sums which are below. Keep your abacus above, hold the abacus, hold the pencil, zoom your abacus and do all the sums. Okay. So, always your abacus must be on the book in the horizontal way. Okay. This is how you have to keep your abacus, hold your abacus and hold the pencil. Okay. Thank you. Hello everyone. In the last video, you have seen how to add and less the beads in house number 1. That is 1 to 9. Today let us learn how to add and less two-digit number. That means 10, 20, 30, 40 in the house number 2. Tens place. Okay. Just let us zoom the abacus first. You have already learned how to hold the pencil and how to hold the abacus. Okay. First we have to zoom our abacus. Zoom the abacus, that means make it 0. House number 1, you have learned how to add and less. Now we are moving to house number 2. What are the numbers we have in house number 2? We have 10, 20, 30, 40. And upper bid is 50. And then if you take both together, this will be 60. Then 70, 80, 90. We have 10 to 90. Let us see how to add 10 to 90 in house number 2. To add the numbers in the house number 1, you have used your right hand. To add and less in the house number 2, you have to use your left hand. There is a particular method to use this. We have to use index finger and middle finger. Only these two fingers. The rest of the fingers you have to hold your abacus. Hold it a little near. Bend your finger a little so that it is easy for you to move the beads. Okay. Now let us start adding the numbers. By using index finger, you have to move lower beads, add and also less. By using middle finger, you have to add and less upper beads. That is 50. Okay. Add 10, less 10. Add 20, less 20. Add 30, less 30. Up to the finger. Add 40, less 40. Now we have to add 50. 50, we must not use index finger. We have to use middle finger. Add 50, less 50. If you want to add 60, 50 plus 10. Upper bead 1, lower bead 1 towards the divider in the house number 2. Less 60. Send it both together by using both the fingers. Add 70. 50 plus 20. 70. Less 70. Send 50 and 20 at once by using particular fingers. Add 80. 50 and 30. Add 80. Less 80. Same fingers. Add 90. 50 plus 40 is 90. Less 90. Send 50 and 40 away from the divider. Okay. This is how we are using house number 2. To add the numbers in house number 1, we are using right hand. To add the numbers in house number 2, we are using left hand. So 2 houses, 2 hands we are using. Okay. And holding the pencil, you know that how to hold the abacus. And we must not change this position until we finish. Our hand must be here only. If you hold here somewhere, you cannot read the beads. Okay. So hold it near, bend your finger a little and start adding. Okay. See, just add 40, less 40, add 20, add 10, again add 10, that is 40, less 20, that is 20, add 50, look at the finger, less 70, see both the fingers, add 80, both the fingers, less 80, both the fingers, add 20, 20 is there, add 10, now it is 30, add 50, that is 50 plus 30. What is the number on the abacus? That is 80. Less 80, send all the beads away from the divider, that is 0. Add 90, both the fingers together, less 90. Okay. Add upper bead 1 and lower beads 3, that is 50 plus 30, that is 80. Okay. Less 70, 50 and 20, send away from the divider. Now 10 is there in the abacus, add 80. That means 1 is already counted. You don't count it once again. Add 50 and 30 together. That makes 90. Okay. Less 90. Send all the beads away from the divider. Add 20. 2 beads are already touching to the divider. Now add 70. To add 70, we must not count these 2. These 2 are already added. Add 50 and 20, that is 90, less 80, less 10, okay. This is how we are using house number 2 by using only left hand, these 2 fingers. So 2 houses, 2 hands. How to use the fingers? Hello everyone. In the last video, you have seen how to add and less the numbers in house number 2. Okay, today we are learning how to add and less the numbers in house number 1 and 2 together. Okay, let us start. House number 1, you know, 1 to 9. House number 2, we have the number 10 to 90. Both together if we take, we have 9 and 9, 99. 99 we have here. So how to add and less? Let us see by using both the hands. You know how to hold the pencil, fold 3 fingers, these 2 fingers free. And in the left hand, index finger and middle fingers free. And hold the abacus little near the house number 2. So, and bend your finger a little so that it is easy for you to move the beads. Don't hold here. If you hold, you cannot reach the beads properly. Hold it in the middle. Okay, now let us start. How to add in both house. Let us add 11, 10 and 1. See the fingers. Both hands you should use. To add 10, you are using left hand index finger. To add 1, you are using, as it is, you know how to use the house number 1. So, to move the beads, to add the beads, you are using thumb. And to less the beads, for the lower beads, you are using index finger. Same way we should use here also. Add 11. See the fingers. Okay. Add 15. 10 and 1. 10 in the left hand, 1 in the right hand. Add 15. Add 23. 20 in the left hand, 3 in the right hand. Right hand, we have to use the thumb. Okay. Less 12. 12 means 1, 2. 1 in the left hand, 2 in the right hand. 1 bead in the left hand, 2 beads in the right hand. That is 10 and 2. 12. Less 22. 22 at 1 stroke. Okay. Add 53. 50 you have to use, you know which finger you should use for 50. You are using middle finger of house number. For house number 2, 50, add 3. 3 as it is, you know that. 53. Okay. Add 20 means only left hand. Add 1, only right hand. Now, less 24. 24. Both hands together in 1 stroke. Add 20. Yeah. Okay. Less 30. Less 50. Less 5. This is how to move the beads. Now let us read the numbers. 25. What is the number in the abacus? 25. 2, 5. 25. You can read like that. Add 24. 24. What is the number in the abacus now? 49. Just you can read it as 4, 9, 49. Easy to read. Less 38. 30 in the left hand, 8 in the right hand. Less 38. So the number is 11. Add 36. 30 in the left hand, 6 in the right. Okay. Add 52. 50 in the right hand, middle finger. 2 in the left hand, index finger. Sorry, in the thumb finger. Less 90. Only left hand. Less 8. Only right hand. Add 38. Both the hands. 30 and 8. See, 1 is already there. Don't count this. Take 5 and 3 now. 38. Okay. Less 29. 20 in the left hand, 9 in the right. That is 10. Add 39. 39. 39. That is 49. Less 5. That is 44. Less 20. That is 24. Add 50. Left hand. That is 70. 50, 60, 70. 4. But you can read it as 7, 4, 74. Add 25. 9, 9, 99. Less 45. 54 on the abacus. Add 10. That is only in the left hand. Add 6, 4, 64. Add 35. 9, 9, 99. Less 44. So that is 5, 5, 55. Add 44. 4, 4, 44 you had it. Now it is 9, 9, 99. Less 45. See, both hands together I should use. 35. That is 89. Okay. Both hands should use together when you are adding in the two houses. Okay. This is how to add and less the number. House number 1 and 2 together. Okay. In the next video, we will see how to use house number 3. House number 1, 2, we learnt ones and tens. House number 3, that is house number 3 is hundreds place. How to add and less the number in hundreds place, that we'll learn in the next video. Till then, bye. Hello everyone. In the last video, you have seen how to add and less the numbers on house number 1 and house number 2. Today we are going to see how to represent the number on house number 3. Okay. This is house number 1. That means units place. Here we have 1, 2, 9. This is the house number 2. Here we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. Now we are moving to house number 3. This is house number 3. That means it is hundreds place. Units, tens, hundreds. We call it as house number 1, house number 2 and house number 3. House number 3 is hundreds place. Okay. How to represent the number on hundreds place? Let us see. Okay. In the house number 1, if you put 1 bead, that is just 1. If you add 1 bead in the house number 2, that will be 10. 1, that is 1 tenths. So it is 10. If you put 1 bead in the house number 3, that will be 100. So how to use the hand, that also we'll see. When you are using house number 1 and 2, you are using left hand and right hand. Now we have to use house number 3. So how to use the hand? You are using the left hand for house number 2. When you start to use house number 3, shift your left hand to house number 3. Okay. Now, instead of using left hand to the house number 2, use for house number 3. Suppose if you are adding all the 3 numbers like a 3-digit number, how you have to use your hands? Left hand to the house number 3, right hand to house number 1 and 2. Left, right, right. L, R, R. Left, right, right. You have to use left hand to the house number 3, house number 2 and also 1 you have to use right hand. Okay. Now let us see how to represent the number on house number 3. So in the house number 3, 1 bead is 100. Add 100. This is 200. 3 beads towards the divider is 300. 4 beads towards the divider is 400. Upper bead is 500. Suppose if you put house number 2, 1 bead in the upper bead, then it will be 50. But in the house number 3, this is 500. Okay. Just let us add now. See. Add 100, less 100. Add 200. See the fingers. How we are using in the house number 2. In the same way you are using in the house number 3 also. So index finger is for lower beads and middle finger is for upper beads. Add and also less for both. Okay. See. Less 200. Add 300. Less 300. Add 400. Less 400. Add 500. See the finger. Middle finger. Add 500. Less 500. To add 600. How to add 600? 500 and 100. 600. Add 600. Less 600. Both the fingers together. Left hand. Add 700. 500 plus 200. 700. Less 700. Add 800. 500 plus 300 by using left hand. And both the fingers. See how to use the fingers. Less 800. Add 900. 500 and 400 together makes 900. That is like, see, 500, 600, 700, 800 and 900. Okay, this is how we represent the number on house number 3. Suppose if you want to add in all the houses, how to add the numbers in all the 3 houses and how to read that we will see now. Okay, suppose the number is 125. 100, that is in the left hand, 25 in the right hand. Left, right you should use. Suppose if you want to add 264. How to add 264? 200 in the left hand. 264. These 2 houses, right hand. Okay, what is the number on the abacus now? 389. 389. Suppose if you want to less 278. How to less 278? 200 in the left hand, 70 and 8 both in the right hand. So what is the number in the abacus now? 111. 111. The same way how we will write. You can read in that way. So that is easy to read. You can read it faster. Okay. Now if I want to add 388. How to add 388? 380 in the right hand, 8 in the right hand. Left, right. Okay. Less 499. Okay. Less 400 in the left hand, 99 in the right hand. So now there is 0 on the abacus. Let us read some more numbers on the abacus. Okay. How to add this? How to read this? 286. 286. This is 200. This is 80. This is 6. How we are writing in the same way we can read. 286. 286. Okay. How to read this? 399. 399. So you can read it faster. Suppose the number is like this. 112. 112. Or you can read this like this. 339. 339. This is 339. But reading and writing how we'll do in the same way you can do that so that you will be fast in reading. In abacus always we must be fast. We are learning abacus to become fast in mathematics. So method of reading also must be fast. Just if I add these 2 numbers like 660. How to read this? See now 999. 999. Okay. Now you read one more number like this. What is the number? 741. 741. 741. Okay. Now can you read what is the number on the abacus? Yes. 991. 991. Okay. Let us read some more numbers like this. See now. Here in the house number 1 there is 1 bead. House number 2 there is no beads. And house number 1 also 1 and 3 we have. 10 it's not there. So how to read this? So this will be 109. 109. Right. Let us see one more number like this. 307. 307. Okay. This is how we are going to read it. Suppose now you want to use house number 1 and 2 and again house number 2 you have to use left. Suppose if you want to add only house number 2. 36. Left and right. Suppose it is 300. 366. Left, right. Okay. This is how we are using house number 1, 2, 3 on the student's abacus. Method of using the fingers and hands are very much important on the abacus. Because according to the science, your fingertips which are nerves which are connected to the fingertips are connected to the brain. Right hand to the left brain and left hand to the right brain. So as we use your fingers properly according to the houses, left hand and right hand, both the hands if you use, that will help to improve your brain cells in both the side of the brain, left brain and right brain. That is the reason we have to use both the hands on the abacus. That will help to improve your brain cells. Okay, so that you can improve your brain capacity. That is what we call it as learning skills. Okay, that's all for today. Let us see in the next video.